We often measure the legacy of empires in ruins, in documents, in stories passed down through generations. But what if the most enduring legacy of history's largest contiguous empire wasn't written on parchment or stone, but etched directly into the human genome? In the 13th century, the Mongol Empire exploded out of the steppes, creating a realm that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the gates of Vienna. Its political structure fractured centuries ago, but modern geneticists have made a staggering discovery. The empire left behind a biological footprint that still walks among us today. A secret history written in the Y-chromosomes of millions of men. To understand the genetic story, we must first understand the environment that forged the Mongols. The Eurasian steppe is a vast ocean of grass, a harsh landscape of extreme temperatures and limited resources. For millennia, it was home to nomadic pastoralist tribes. Life was mobile, tough, and organized around kinship and equestrian skill. This environment created a unique social and genetic landscape. Political power was fluid, based on charisma, military success, and the ability to unite fractious clans. From this crucible emerged a man named Temujin, who would unite the tribes and earn a new title, Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. His rise would set in motion a genetic event unlike any other. The Mongol Empire's expansion was not just a military campaign, it was a massive demographic event. The Mongol armies were highly mobile, traveling vast distances with unprecedented speed. But this isn't the whole story. The key to their genetic impact lies in three specific practices. First, strategic reproduction. Khans and high-ranking nobles had enormous harems. Taking multiple wives from conquered populations was a standard practice, a way to forge alliances and signal dominance. A successful ruler could father dozens, even hundreds of children. Second, the golden lineage. Succession was not strictly primogeniture. While the empire was divided among Genghis Khan's four principal sons, Jochi, Chagatai, Ogadai, and Tolui, the bloodline itself was sacred. Descendants of this golden lineage, the Altan Urug, held privileged status across the empire, giving them continued reproductive advantage for generations. Third, the Pax Mongolica. After the initial conquests, the empire established a period of relative stability and security. The Silk Road flourished as never before. This allowed for not just the movement of goods and ideas, but also people. Administrators, soldiers, traders, and artisans moved freely across the empire, creating a vast internal network for gene flow. In the early 2000s, a groundbreaking genetic study made a bombshell discovery. While analyzing the Y-chromosomes of men across the former Mongol Empire, researchers found a specific lineage that was far too common to have arisen by chance. This lineage, belonging to a haplogroup now known as C2b1 A1b1 F3796, had a unique signature. It showed a massive, rapid expansion beginning in Mongolia around 1,000 years ago, precisely the time of Genghis Khan. The distribution of this lineage was stunning. It was found at high frequencies in populations from the Caspian Sea to the Pacific, mirroring the exact borders of the empire. Statistical models revealed that this single lineage originated from one man, or a very small number of closely related men living in Mongolia during that period. The simplest, most powerful explanation is that this lineage is directly descended from Genghis Khan and his male line descendants. The numbers are staggering. It is estimated that today, approximately 16 million men across Central Asia carry this specific Y-chromosome lineage. That's roughly 0.5% of the global male population, all tracing their direct paternal line to a single founding ancestor from medieval Mongolia. Let that sink in. The political empire is long gone, but the biological empire persists in the cells of millions of people from Uzbekistan to Korea. This makes it one of the most successful cases of natural selection in human history, although in this case, it was driven by social and political selection.
The story doesn't end with Genghis Khan. The same genetic technique has revealed other, smaller star clusters linked to powerful paternal dynasties that arose in the wake of the Mongol Empire. One notable example is linked to the Giray dynasty, the ruling family of the Crimean Khanate, which lasted until the 18th century. Another is associated with the Uí-Néill dynasty in medieval Ireland, though its spread is far more localized. This suggests that the phenomenon of a single male lineage exploding across a population is not unique, but requires a very specific set of conditions: a highly stratified patrilineal society where one male holds immense social power and his descendants maintain that advantage for many generations. The Mongols simply executed this on an unprecedented continental scale. This is overwhelmingly a story of the Y-chromosome, which traces the purely paternal line. But what about the women? The mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, which is passed from mother to child, tells a different, more complex story. Studies of mtDNA in the same regions show a much older, more gradual, and more diverse genetic landscape. There is no single star cluster for mtDNA. This makes perfect historical sense. While the male conquerors propagated their line widely, the female genetic input came from the diverse, local populations that were incorporated into the empire. The genetic legacy of the Mongols is therefore a story of a dominant paternal lineage woven into a rich and varied maternal tapestry from across Eurasia. The genetic legacy of the Mongols forces us to rethink the very nature of historical impact. An empire's influence isn't just in its laws, its art, or its borders. It can be measured in the most intimate way possible, in the biological relatedness of millions of people separated by thousands of miles. Genghis Khan sought to conquer the world. In a way, he succeeded. His most enduring monument is not a city or a statue, but a segment of DNA carried by 1 in every 200 men on Earth today. It is a breathtaking reminder that history is not just something we study in books, it is quite literally a part of us, shaping the human family in ways we are only just beginning to understand. If you are fascinated by the hidden stories written in our genes, please subscribe to the Footcast. We are on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers to continue bringing you these incredible deep dives into the past. What other empires left a genetic mark? The Romans? The Ottomans? Let us know in the comments below. Share this video to spread the science. And as always, thank you for watching.